Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling a story that really surprised us. It's all about personal space, traditional clothes, and, well, what happens when they collide.
Yeah, it's a fascinating one. We're looking at this incident involving a kilt wearer named James.
Unforgettable is probably the word for it.
Definitely. And our mission, really, is to look past the, let's say, the shocking aspect and figure out the lesson underneath.
Okay.
Because it says a lot about how people react to clothing that stands out. Curiosity versus consent.
Right, okay, so context. This is key. James wasn't just like randomly wearing a kilt.
No, not at all.
He was doing it for Kilted to Kick Cancer. It's this charity, raises money for men's cancer research. He wears the kilt for 30 days straight, every September.
Which is a huge commitment. So there's real purpose, real pride behind him wearing it. It's not just fashion.
Exactly. And the incident itself happened at his local brewery.
Yeah, a place he knew well.
Totally. He said the regulars knew him. They knew about the kilt thing. The owners even sponsor the local Highland Games. So comfortable territory.
Should have been, yeah. He's just leaning on the bar, relaxed, Got a beer, got a pretzel, hands full.
And that's when it happens. Just completely out of the blue. He describes it as this sudden, unsolicited, well, let's just use his words, a sturdy grip on my whole bait and tackle.
Wow.
And because his hands were full, the pretzel, it apparently went launched into orbit, is his phrase.
Can you imagine the shock?
Oh, absolutely. He said he spun around like instantly, and he described himself as having the calm demeanor of a Sasquatch with a toothache.
Okay, that paints a picture. And he yelled.
Yeah, he shouted. I mean, who wouldn't? It's the sheer lack of warning, the violation in a public, supposedly safe space.
Right. And the person who did it.
It was a woman. James's description was memorable. He said she looked like a sentient leather handbag.
Oof. Okay, so clearly someone who'd seen a lot of sun.
Seems like it. But her reason, that's the part that's just mind-boggling. She was apparently giggling.
Giggling?
Yeah. And just said she'd always wondered what was worn under a kilt.
Oh, come on. That's not a reason. That's an excuse for assault, basically.
Pretty much. Her friends, thankfully, were horrified. They apparently grabbed her and got her out of there immediately.
Good on them. But still, that reasoning, just pure, unchecked curiosity, it really highlights this weird blind spot people sometimes have, doesn't it?
It really does. Like, does wearing something distinctive, a kilt, maybe a religious garment, anything that draws the eye, does that automatically mean you've signed up for public interaction? Or even physical contact?
Oh, that's the crux of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It absolutely should not. Yes, kilts, traditional clothing, they spark interest. They can be conversation starters, and that's often fine, even welcome sometimes.
Yeah.
But James's story just slams the point home. Always ask, never grab. It seems so basic.
It should be basic.
Exactly. But somehow, the unusual attire seems to flip a switch in some people's minds, like normal rules of personal space just evaporate. And that's just not okay.
We see it happen, though. Maybe not always that extreme, but people touching hair, grabbing hats, fiddling with costumes.
Right, as if the person becomes a public exhibit rather than, a person.
Yeah, like they're performing, so they're public property.
Precisely. And a kilt, okay, it's iconic, it's powerful, but it doesn't make the wearer's body public domain. They're an individual first.
Yeah.
The clothes don't negate that. Crossing that physical line without permission just turns them into a spectacle. It strips their agency.
So wrapping this up, James's story, it's got this weird mix of pride, charity work, and then this utterly bizarre violation. It really does back up the idea that wearing a kilt today is, like he said, signing up for an adventure.
Just maybe not that kind of adventure, right?
Definitely not expecting that at the local brewery.
Mm-hmm. And that leads to the final thought for you, listening. We've established the rule, ask, don't grab.
Yeah.
Boundaries matter. But think about why this happens. How does the level of sort of public entitlement change based on what someone's wearing? Why did this woman feel her curiosity entitled her to physically check? Especially when he was wearing it for charity.
Yeah. What does it say about how we see people when their clothes are different or make a statement?
Exactly. What responsibility do we all have as observers when someone's attire catches our eye? Something to think about.